Yeah.
The Northwest Natural Resource Group is a nonprofit that helps small woodland owners optimize both the economic and the ecological potential of their forest land. We're kind of unique in the timber industry, being a nonprofit, and as a nonprofit we are able to both do research into ecological forestry and provide public educational opportunities for forest owners.
We work with all different types of landowners, including small private landowners, conservation groups, tribes, municipalities, youth camps.
We help them manage their forests in a way that balances multiple objectives like
increasing wildlife habitat, improving watershed hydrology, providing recreational opportunities, increasing carbon sequestration. And so basically taking more of an ecological approach to forest management that involves a broad suite of community and ecological values.
NNRG turns 30 this year, and over the last 3 decades, we've found more and more ways to contribute to ecological forest stewardship in the Northwest.
My wife and I knew that we wanted to move to the peninsula. And I said, oh, I know this great little organization in Port Townsend called Northwest Natural Resource Group. It was heavily focused on certification at that point, because that was kind of the next big thing. There was a lot of growth in that space. At the same time, it also became really clear that we were not going to build a business off of certification.
So we started shifting our focus to just better forest management, articulating what ecologically based forestry really is. And we thought this is a perfect niche for NNRG. And we set to creating this brand new service program in the Northwest that could provide a group FSC certification program, ecologically based forest management consulting, educational and training services.
We know how important forests are for ecosystem services and for storing carbon and just for providing a place for us all to recreate and for wildlife to exist. So it's been really rewarding to see the help that NNRG has brought to owners that haven't had the access to that kind of information in the past.
In the last 10 years, we've hosted workshops and tours that have been attended by more than 1,000 people. We've conducted over 500 site visits with forest owners to help them chart a new course for their forests. And we've managed more than 70 harvests that have both improved forest health and created sustained income for the landowners. And our FSC certification program has grown to nearly 200,000 acres.
In the big picture, I think that forestry is going to need to become more nimble. And so I think NNRG is going to play an essential role in continuing that transition to just more nimble and adaptive management of natural resources in an inclusive way, in a creative way, in a sustainable way, in a fair way.
I'm excited about the next 30 years for NNRG just because the world is going to change so much and we need forestry organizations that are able to lead through that change and help forge models that work, not just for the next 30 years, but for the next 100 years. And so creating those models is why I'm on the board of NNRG and why I financially support NNRG and hope many others will continue to do so for the next 30, 100, however many years it takes.